Everyone, this is Jason from Mindset Monday. This is number 15. It's Gotta Bother You. So one of my favorite books of all time is Can't Hurt Me by David Goggins. And in the audio version of that book, he talks about a time when he was trying to get to a certain fitness goal. And so he had a workout planned for a particular day. He went to the gym and he proceeded to go through his workout, but he came up a couple of pull-ups short of what he was trying to achieve. He figured, hey, I've got 99% of the work done. So he went home, sat down on the couch. And as soon as he sat down on the couch, he realized that he wasn't okay with the fact that he had gone for 99%. So he got back in his car, went to the gym, and did the entire workout over again. And then he said something that really stuck with me, and it was probably my biggest takeaway from that book, even though there was lots of great takeaways. He said, it's gotta bother you. So we usually have two voices playing in our head. One's telling us what we should be doing to get better, things that are gonna make us healthier and stronger, more educated. And then there's the voice that tells us to be comfortable, take it easy, you deserve a rest. We know what we should be doing, and that's not usually what we are doing. So what David Goggins was getting at is that voice that's telling you to get up off the couch and clean the dirty house, or go to the gym, or read a book, or to eat healthy, or take care of all that stuff that you know you should be taking care of that you aren't. That voice needs to bother you. You can't be able to just turn it off and ignore it. We're very good at just saying no to the voice that we should be listening to and tuning it out. We flip the TV on, we start flipping through our phones on Facebook, whatever it is. That voice is too easy to silence for most of us. You got to get to the point where that voice nags you and that you can't ignore it any longer. It needs to bother you. You need to sit down, and if you hear that voice telling you you haven't done good enough, you could do more, it's got to bother you enough that you get back up off that couch and you get after it. So 2 years ago, I ran my first marathon. And I set a goal to do the marathon in 4 hours or less. So unfortunately, about 32 or 33 kilometers into the race, I ran out of energy and there was nothing I could do to get my pace back up. And it's simply because I didn't train hard enough. I didn't do enough endurance training. So I ended up finishing the marathon in, I think, about 4 hours and 6 minutes. So not a lot longer than the 4-hour goal, but it was still in excess of where I wanted to finish. So I said, you know what? That was my first marathon. I didn't really enjoy it, but I did it. And well, I was close enough to the goal, so I was willing to just let it lie at that. However, it's been bothering me. I'm not really willing to let it lie. I said 4 hours, and 4 hours and 6 minutes is not 4 hours. So even though it's been 2 years of me telling myself I'm okay with it, I now realize that I will not accept that. So for 2024, I will try again. I will aim for a sub 4-hour time, and if I don't achieve it in 2024, then I guess I'll be trying again in 2025. So the point is, if you can let the good nagging get to you, if you can let it bother you to the point where it inspires you to not settle and push harder and get past your obstacles, then that's a very good thing. So listen to that voice that's nagging you for all the right reasons. So another big part of this is you have to be very critical of yourself. You're going to come up with every excuse you can to try to get yourself out of having to do the hard work to achieve the goals you've set. So you're going to say, I'm tired, I have work commitments, not enough hours in a day, I've got a headache, whatever it is, you're going to come up with an excuse. And that's got to bother you too. You're going to need to call yourself out. You need to realize that excuses aren't going to help you achieve your goal. You need to realize that you're trying to find an escape instead of dealing with exactly what it is that you know you need to deal with. That has to bother you. That has to not sit well with you. And when you sit down and try to relax if that nagging can force you to get back up again and try harder, then that's a very good thing. So I know bullying isn't something that's really accepted these days, but if you're not going to bully yourself, if you're not going to call yourself out and hold yourself to the grindstone and force yourself to work towards the goals you said you were going to work towards, then who's going to do it? Thanks for watching. See you next time.